Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. Bella here. It's always a pleasure having you around. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this easy peppered goat recipe, or you can call it Asun. That's how they call it in Nigeria. Some people can just say maybe peppered goat or something like a mini goat soya, but you just have to use your pan. It's spicy, hot, and you need a toothpick for this to take the meat and just eat it. Guys, whatever you call it, or sauteed goat, or whatever you call it, this is how to do it. You need your onions, you need your salt, and you will need your maggi, and you need your pepper. That's habanero pepper, and your tatashe or your red bell pepper. You need your blender, of course. You need paprika. This All these seasonings are optional. White pepper, ginger, garlic, and black pepper. Black pepper is very important for the smell of the goat, and obviously you need your goat meat. The one I'm using is already like burnt or smoked. I got it from the store. You can get it from your Asian store. And let's begin, guys. First things first, I'm just gonna add little bit of salt to that mixture. So I'm putting my salt in there. I'll put a little bit of that's still part of the salt. I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic, ginger, just a little bit of all the dry seasonings. And when I do that, and onions, obviously, my white um pepper, and my I'm also gonna put in my onion powder, then my fresh onion, just a little bit of everything, guys, not too much. I'm putting just 1 cube of maggi because I'm gonna add my knorr cubes or my chicken bouillon seasoning in there. So I'm just putting a little of everything. So I just want it to be boiled, but I don't want to boil it with nothing in there. So guys, I'm taking everything and transferring it to my pot, and I'm just gonna put it on my fire. When I put it on there, let's boil it. When I put it on the fire, I'm not adding anything to it yet. While that is starting to be you know seasoning or steaming and stuff like that, I'm gonna put my maggi in there because this maggi is really hard for some reason. I'm putting my peppers in that bowl. It's optional. You can add some of your onions in there just to aid with the blending and stuff. I'm gonna pulse it. I don't want it smooth like a paste. I want it coarsely, blended and stuff. So I'm putting it in there and just boom, there you go. So I'm gonna take that out. This is how my goat meat is going so far. Some of the water, the water that is in there right now, is just it just came out of the meat. I didn't add any water in there at all, guys. So I want that seasoning to really get in there. So I'm adding my chicken bouillon cube seasoning in there. So I'm just adding that, and then I am good to go, because I'm gonna take this out anyways. So right now, this important step is just as good as, let me say, boiling. You just want to make sure that everything is ready and all of that. I keep stirring it because I don't want to add a lot of water. And if you look at the pot, you see how much water that thing has spit out, like the goat meat has, like spat out of itself. That's a lot of water. I want that seasoning to get right inside the bone and all of that, guys. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna add a little bit of water because I don't want to add so much water. Let's say a cup of water would do. Just add a cup of water because this meat was already smoked. It has some skin on it and stuff like that, so it will not cook for a long time. If your beef is so tough, feel free to use a pressure cooker, or feel free to actually use more water, like add more water, and feel free to enjoy yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of country onions because I want that earthy and all of that. So there's a little bit of ginger and garlic powder in there too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stir it. I'll keep stirring it from time to time because I don't want it to get burnt, and I want the seasonings and all of that to get in there really good. I haven't added anything. This is where we are. You see, a lot of water came out, and the 1 cup of water that I added, I want it to boil everything. Feel free, if you want to cut your meat bite-sized pieces before boiling, that is fine by you. But if not, you can boil it like this and then cut it later. Guys, I'll keep boiling. Look at the color. The meat is not as red as it was before, rather. So I'll just stir it one more time, flip them over, leave them to keep boiling. Like I said, add more water or use less, and that's up to you. When that is ready, I'm gonna take it out, and then I'm gonna start chopping everything. So right now I'm just chopping my meat, and I'm gonna make sure that it's just bite-sized pieces. Know that when I do this, I the meat is ready, guys, but for some reason it's so addictive. You cannot just cut this meat without putting some in your mouth. I think I put this meat in my mouth, like, did you see that? I just put it in my mouth. It's like, oh my god, let me taste it, let me eat and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing. So guys, like I said, feel free to bake this or broil it. I just want it to have like, I want it to be more brown and all of that. So look at that, guys. I keep eating it. It's so addictive. Trust me, the smell or the aroma was so good. Not the smell, it was the aroma. It was so good. Like I said, the black pepper is a must have. If you are boiling goat meat, you would definitely make sure that you need that black pepper. So guys, I want you to know that this meat, you can actually use lamb meat too, but it's just that it's not going to have the same aroma or the same taste that goat meat has. If you don't eat meat, you can still use lamb. So guys, I'm just going to go ahead and keep cutting everything. So when I'm done, I am just going to toss it in the oven. I actually baked it again for like 5 minutes in the oven at 350, and then I put it on broil. While that is almost getting ready, I'm just gonna put my cooking oil or my vegetable oil. I'm gonna add it in there just a little bit, to cook that food. When it's warm enough, guys, I will start the fun part of everything. Put your meat in there. The oil is hot. I'm just gonna toss my meat in there. You see how brown that thing became? The goat meat became brown, guys. It didn't get burnt. I just want it to really have this, color. So when this color starts having some magic that is about to do in this pot, then I would know that I'm about to eat my peppered goat in a minute. Guys, look at that golden color that it gives. Good. So I'm gonna put in my onions, fry it. I don't want these onions to be so ready. That's why, I chopped it very big. So I will just fry it for like a minute in there and all of that. I want that aroma or the flavor from the onions to really be infused in the goat meat. Oh my goodness, guys. This was having an amazing aroma already. I'll just keep stirring and stirring. I want to make sure that nothing is burning. Then obviously I'm going to add my pepper mixture. Remember, I already did my Maggi and all of that during the first round. So this one, remember, the paste had 1 cube of Maggi in there. So that's what I'm just doing. I'll just keep doing that, stirring occasionally, because I don't want this thing, like I said, to get burned. So I'll be stirring it a lot. I don't want it to be burned. So I'm gonna rinse that meat, because I'm gonna rinse the cup, rather, not the meat. And then my earthy spices and all my country onions, black pepper, white pepper, my paprika and all of that, I added it at the end here. Guys, the reason I did it here and that little water was so that it should cook it up really, really good. So that doesn't need to stay so much. It's gonna be ready. I'll keep stirring it. Like I said, I do not want it to get burnt, guys. As you can see, the water is dry, just a little oil is there. I'm gonna stir it till tomorrow. I'm gonna taste it and then add little water, just like in my cooking spoon. I don't want that thing to even have any water at all in there. I just want it to be dry as much as possible. So I'm adding minimal water. I want my seasonings to really be cooked. I don't want anything undercooked or overcooked, and I want everything to go all over. Guys, I tasted it and it was good, and this is the final result, guys. Look at that. This was so nice, yummy, juicy, tender, packed with all kinds of earthy flavor. Try it out. Let me know how it goes for you guys. Until next time, this is Bella. It's always a pleasure having you around. Stay blessed.